FRL, yeah, FRL Tier 2 for Zandvoort. This is my first time commentating, so just gonna see how it goes. Hopefully, we're in for a very exciting race today, obviously, and let's see how it goes for people. So, just gonna check the standings real quick, so we can check obviously who's leading the standings and things. Um, so as of now, we currently have Scenario 7 leading the championship with 228 points, which is a very big lead, nearly 100 points over second, which is N Mistri 98, and then 30 points down the road is Fake Scouser in P3. And in the constructor standings for tier 2, wait, I don't know, is it this one? I'm guessing so.
All right,
But
mate.
hello. Alright. I don't know if these are the right standings, but here we are. Q1 has begun here. It doesn't seem that it'll be raining this session, but we'll just have to wait and see if it starts raining anytime soon. Obviously, I don't have the weather on,
It's a
so
joint constructors, isn't it?
I don't know, because I thought this season they've changed it for like they've changed for Super Sunday, so I'm guessing they would change it for this as well. But if it isn't, like, put together or whatever, the constructor standings, Ferrari are in first with 340 points, Williams in second, 18 points behind on 322, and 3 points behind them Alfa Romeo with 319 points. The battle at the top is very close. Then Red Bull 13 points behind Alfa Romeo with 306 points. But currently now out on laps we have Slowkey, Scenario 7, Delodder, FRL Fat Kid, and Twisted Science. We're going to watch Slowkey as he was the first one out on track, so he'll be the first one to start his lap. Coming around turn. It's turn 7, yeah. Coming around turn 7. By the way, guys, I'm sorry if this is terrible commentary. This is literally my first time doing it. I apologise, guys. Now, I think Haytham, Daz Parker, Slow Coach, also on a lap, or an out lap as well. And the people we still have in the pits are Leneon, Alan Brunstick, Rizzle Sticks, oh wait, Twisted Science also on a lap already? We're around turn 1 already. Let's watch Twisted Science, go around turn 2 now. Turn 3. Good exit out of turn 3. Also a yellow flag at turn 1. What was going on there? That's a Mercedes, right? Ah, he's just winning. Right, so let's keep watching for signs. He's done with sector 125.3. Oh, he's invalidated it. He's gone too much on the curbs. And the curbs around the corner are very deadly at this track. Let's move on to Fat Kid. See, he finishes his sector 1 just a bit slower than Twisted Science is invalid. Well, not invalid sector 1, but his sector 1. Takes it quite slow throughout there. Turn 8.
For all my spins?
I'm not ready for your spins. You probably won't spin. Oh, Daz Parker got a 5th place grid penalty. Got a collision with Leneon. Wow. Fortunately, there's no way to get rid of that, as Fat Kid takes it quite slow around there too. Around turn 12, coming into the final couple corners now. Going around turn 13, now coming around turn 14, the banked corner. DRS enabled to finish the lap. Where will this lap put him? P3 behind Delodder and Scenario. Delodder has set the quickest lap so far with 1 minute 12.4.
So yeah, I will spin.
I do have a wheel, but I haven't, used it in league races yet. I just need more practice with it. Oh, Slowkey spun it. Oh, and it looks like he messed up his first lap and was trying to go for another lap, because that lap was nearly 10 seconds slower than Fat Kid's. So, will he have to pit as he got damage? Doesn't look like it from there, but he could do. Let's see who else is on the lap. Scenario on a fast lap, no. I don't think Slow Coach is either. Delorda might be there, because he's gone 1/10 quicker so far. DRS enabled, coming across the line. What's he going to do? Oh, he's not going to improve at all. So currently, oh, Nibby has just gone quicker with a 1 minute 11.662 in the McLaren. And then we have Delorda in second. Oh, never mind, Fat Kid in second with a 1 minute 12.3. And Delorda in third so far. But we haven't seen 11 people put in laps. Let's watch Big Blue. Oh, he goes to P5 with a 1 minute 12.7, slotting in between Twister Science and Slow Coach. Let's see who we have next crossing the line. Oh wait, never mind. Leon is currently on the fast lap. Oh, Andy invalidates it going across the curbs a bit too much. Alan Brunstick is pulling into the pits, and he has not set a full lap time yet. Rizzle Sticks and Fixed Cash are still in the pits. Ada is currently on the quick lap, and Beckord goes to first with a 1 minute 11.1. That is a brilliant lap from him. 5 seconds, no not 5 seconds, 5/10 quicker than Nivi. So we're just going to watch Ida do this lap. Watching turn 9, going to third gear. Full throttle, but then braking a lot into turn 10. DRS enabled as he rushes towards turn 11. Fastest second sector. Oh, a Scenario spins it. Oh, yep, he spun it. He has set a whole second sector it seems, but it may be a glitch, but we will see as Ida comes around turn 14 to cross the line. What lap will he put in with this? Puts in P3, sliding between his teammate Nidhi and Fat Kid in P4. That's a great lap from him as well. One of the only 3 people to get into the 1 minute 11 so far in this Q1 session. So far we haven't seen Alan Brunstick, Rizzle Sticks, Fake Scouser, Enemy Street, Mage, Mean Moody and Matty G not putting a lap. But Mean Street is currently on a lap here. Ooh, takes a bit slow and gets the purple second sector, but it usually does that on everyone's first laps, but we shall see if it does live up to the purple sector as he comes around the final couple of corners. Going around turn 13, now turn 14. He approaches the line, takes the inside line around the banking. All that's just going to do, puts in P4, just missing out into the 1 minute 11s by nearly 2/10. Still a good lap from him though. Right, who is... Oh, here we are, Fake Scouser is on a lap. Come around turn 1. Takes a middle line, kind of lean to the inside line. Come around turn 2. Turn 3, Alan Brunstick's retired. That must be on the track, it seems, at the banking. The banking is a very deadly place to say. For this track, it is a part of the track that catches a lot of people out on qualifying laps, and even in the race too. But now, Fake Scouser has finished the first section, is approaching turn 8. Turn 9 and has a Mercedes in front who is... don't know who it is. Well, I don't want to go Fake Scouser and see what good of a lap he does. Just put DRS on, coming towards turn... oh wow. Turn 11 and turn 12. Come around turn 13 now. And turn 14, around the banking to finish the lap. Takes the inside line. Puts the DRS on, and that will put in P4 between Ida and Enmistry with a 1 minute 12.157. Which is also a really good lap. But he's still a second off Becker, who is just about to come out for a second lap. Is that Becker? Nah, it can't be. It must be his teammate. I think, and Misty might be on the lap as well. Oh, but he goes too wide there. And just goes over a bit too much, but he's still going to push. If he is even on the flying lap. He's 4 times slower. Let's see, Big Lou. Nope, he's gone a bit slower. Deloda. Yeah, I think he might run a quick lap. Let's watch. Oh, it looks like he might have lost it a bit there. That's also a corner where people can easily lose it. Some of the, like the banked corners at the track are very deadly. Now he's come around to turn 7 now. He's 1/10 up, nearly 2/10. Seems like he's put in a purple first sector. So let's see where this puts him. Goes around turn 9. Now up into turn 10. Ooh, now loses it a bit there as well. DRS on going down to turn 11. He is nearly 3 times quicker than his previous lap, and that would put him probably P4 or P3. He comes round to turn 13. Oh, and that didn't validate him. He comes around the final corner, turn 14, the bench corner. Where's this going to put him? This will put Delon P4 between Ida and Fake Scouser with a 1 minute 12.0, but Rizzle 6 also goes P4 then, moving Delon down to P5 with a 1 minute 11.9. He's only the 4th person in the session so far to actually get into the 1 minute 11s. That was a great lap from him. Scenario must be on a slowdown lap. Oh, Daz Parker's 6 times quicker. Well, this will put him P6 between Deloda and Fake Scouser now. Fake Scouser's been moved down 3 places within like the last 1 or 2 minutes. And that was a 1 minute 12.1 for Fake Scouser. 13 hundredths? No, thousandths. Yeah, 13 thousandths off. Well, between Daz and Fake Scouser. Let's see if there is anyone else on the lap right now. Sarah doesn't seem to be on the lap. Oh, I think Slow Coach might be going for another lap now. Let's watch him come around turn 1. Turn 2. Now the bank turn 3. Taking it in 4th gear. Which is not the usual gear to be taking that corner, in my opinion. But obviously everyone has their preferences. But, yeah. Oh, he's 1/10 up. I mean 1/10 down. Unfortunately. I like this result just with spectator mode, or like the gears just make like really weird noises. Let's just see. Now to the DRS zone now. After turn 11, let's see, has he improved? Yep, by nearly 2/10 in that second sector for Slow Coach. Let's see, can improve going around turn 13. And then the back corner turn 14. Let's see where this lap will put him. Puts him P13 with a 1 minute 12.6. He was 3 tenths quicker than his. Oh! He clips the curb there at turn 1. And it caused him to spin out, unfortunately, as there is an Alfa Romeo behind him, I think. Yep, I think it's the Alfa Romeo NVC, but he is on an outlap, so it does not really matter, I don't think. So let's see Scenario. Oh no, Scenario has invalidated his lap, unfortunately. Nima Moody. Oh, I think he's on a. Can't be on a quick one now. He only has 10% of the ERS left. Let's see if he still decides to push this though. Oh, I think he's just let's just see his first sector, just in case, see if he has actually improved. Oh, very close. 26 thousandths off, or 200ths.
First spin done.
First spin. Wait, I'm sorry, who are you in the game? I apologise for asking that. Oh, does parking now? Oh, me around it is 4.5 tons down. Mage for the lap, let's see. Come round turn 13.
TNE_Matty G.
Oh, alright. Guess I should have guessed that, to be honest. Sorry about that. There's a D. Oh, no. Oh, 1 minute 13.8. Is he going to be able to push this off as well, though? Yep. Seems like he is going to try to push this lap. Let's see what I can do. He is up by nearly 1/10. Tried to clip the curbs there, but oh, invalidates it. Coming out of turn 7, which is a very tricky part of the circuit. You have to just try and make it perfect going around turn 7. Just to try and gain the maximum amount of time and speed around there. Unfortunately, Mage does invalidate it. Now, is it a niche on the lap? Nope, doesn't seem so. Yep, Mage is 8 seconds up. Is he going to push for another lap though? Let's see. Or is he going to box? Mage is boxing. That kid is 11 seconds down, so I'm pretty sure he is not pushing. Scenario 7's on outlap, slow clutch 7's outlap, Twisted Sides must be on a slow down lap. Cool down lap. And Hafen, oh! Hafen's into the wall! Oh wow! That's a big crash. Come around turn 14, the final corner, the bank's corner. And he puts it on its side. I've not seen a crash like that going around that final bank's corner before. But Hafen is out of the session, is currently down in P16, but unfortunately I don't think he'll be able to get through now anyways, and he won't be competing in Q2. That is a big crash though for him. Now let's watch Matty G. See if he does well. On turn 10. Oh, and it spun it! Oh. Matty G has unfortunately spun it again. Let's hope he doesn't have any damage though, so he can go for another lap. Leon's all spun a lap now. Let's see what he can do. Now going on to the second DRS straight, the second and final DRS straight, is improving by 8 tenths going into turn 11, and then invalidates it. I think he's invalidated it there. Oh. Looks like he nearly hit the wall there just as I went off to see if anyone else went up. Slow coach is all spun a lap. Let's see what he can do. Approaching turn 13 now. Like when I go to people, they are always approaching the final 2 corners. Let's come round the final corner, turn 14, the bank's corner. And where will this lap put him? Puts him up to P11. Big Luke goes up into P3 on that lap.
Hi, hello there.
Hello. Master G is 1 second up, so unfortunately I don't think he'll be able to go for another lap. And oh, he invalidates anyways. He goes over the curbs going around turn 8. Oh no. Leon is also on a lap. If he's pushing, that is, because it looks like he's very low on ERS, but he's got to try his best now to get through to Q2. And he is 5 tenths up. Let's see if he can improve. Hold on. Oh no! Leon has spun it as well. He was 5 tenths up on that lap as well. That probably might have just put him through, as obviously there was still probably time to gain in the third sector. It's unfortunate for him that he spins it on turn 13, but he's still going to cross the line anyways to finish Q1. But first, there's something I need to find. Actually, I'll find it at the start of Q2. Turn off like the voice chat for the things, the messages. So through to Q2.
1 minute and 14 seconds, but made a mistake in the first sector.
Oh, right. So through to Q2 we have Becca, Niddy, Big Lou, Ida, Rizzlesticks, Twisted Science, Dilodder, Daz Parker, FRL Fix Scouser, Maged, and Mystery, Slow Coach, Fat Kid, and Slowkey and Scenario 7, who makes it through. The people who have unfortunately been eliminated are Hatham, Mean Moody, Leneon, Matty G, and Alan Brunstick. But it does seem that Daz Parker does have that 5-place grid penalty. So that one moving down to P13, but obviously it's only Q1. He could go quicker or slower, who knows? We'll just have to find out what happens. In Q2, that is literally coming up in a second, but first I need to somehow find, wait a second, overlay options now? Ah, no. I hope it doesn't bother you guys if the messaging thing's on. I apologise. If I do commentary after this, I will, fix that and change it. Make sure it's turned off so it doesn't, interfere with the racing and my shit commentary. Sorry for the swearing. But anyways, who is first out on track? We have Delodder. And Decker. I don't know what's going on.
Streaming through?
I'm streaming through YouTube. Or PlayStation, shall I say. So currently now on Outlaps we have Daz Parker. Oh wait, yeah. Oh, I'm stupid. Right, there we are. We'll put tires on. Right, so Daz Parker's come out on the mediums. There's only there are only 4 mediums. 4 medium runners. Or 4 people who've selected mediums. 2 are still in the pits, no? Oh no, there's 5 now. And 3 of those are still in the pits. So we have Daz Parker, Twisted Science, Mystery, Mage, and Big Lou, all on the medium tyres. Some are still in the pits though, so we shall watch Fat Kid as he is the first one out, and will be the first one to begin his lap. So it's coming around turn 14 now to begin the lap. Here's the sound helmet real quick. So here he is coming across the line to start his first lap in Q2. Breaks to turn 1 and go down to 3rd gear and hopefully not clip the curbs there, because they are deadly. Around turn 2, now the bank turn 3, which carries much speed around turn 2 and 3. Goes down to 2nd gear, gets a good exit out of turn 4. 6, now come to turn 7, does a 25.6 in the first sector. Around turn 8, oh, sent it a bit too much there. Gone around turn 8, unfortunately, and that will have probably messed up his lap, but he hasn't invalidated. But will he back off, or will he actually keep going? Let's see. 51.3 now as he approaches turn 13, the second to last corner at this track. Going around the final banked corner. Will this even be a good lap after that mistake? We shall see. And no, it is still first, but it is a 13.368. Oh wait, no, 366. And then there's Delodder, who's just gone first with a 12.368. Twist Science has gone 3rd on a 1 minute 12.531, and Fake Scouser with a 1 minute 12.3 has gone 2nd. Becca has gone 5th on his first lap. Looks like he might still be pushing though for a 2nd lap on these softs. But since it is Q2, and if you do qualify in the top 10, which obviously you want to, the tyres you qualify on will be the ones that you start on. So you don't want to put as much wear into these tyres, because then for the start of the race, obviously, your tyres will be more worn than other people, and that is not what you want. As Nivi goes first with a 1 minute 11.5, and Rizzle 6 second with a 1 minute 12.107 for his first lap. And we still have Diglu, Mage, Ida, Slow Coach, Scenario, and Slowkey to set a lap so far. And Slow Coach is on the lap, he's just done a 51.2. Well, that's overall, not just in the second sector. That would have been a really long second sector, but he is only one of the two people. Oh, never mind. Now, the only person. Oh, Big Lou has gone second on the mediums, 5 tenths off Nivi, as Slow Coach goes P9 with a 13.2 on the softs. And that must have been a mega lap from Big Lou, as he is only 5 tenths off the leader so far, which is the soft runner Nivi with a 1 minute 11.5 and Big Lou with a 1 minute 12.0. Slowkey is also on a lap, it seems, as he is yet to set a lap time. Daz Parker's got another one? Oh, someone's just hit the wall. Who was that? Oh, it was Slow Coach. And he's broken his front wing. Must have been through a collision with Daz Parker that got Daz Parker another 5 place grid penalty, so he'll be dropping 10 places at the start of the race. It just means if he gets through to Q3 and tries to maximise the positions he gains during qualifying, and oh, Slowkey goes off the track tiny bit onto the curb, but he invalidates it just after turn 13. Oh no, is he going to be able to go for another lap though? That is the question. That would have been a 1 minute 12.5, and that would have slotted him in P8, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what I can do. And check out if he is going to push, which you will need to do, as he has not set a lap yet. Now turn 3, 4, wait, no, 5, well, I know it's just turn 7. I'm not really good with calling names, or whatever, calling numbers. Because I'll turn it Mage bottled it? It seems like he has. That must have been maged there. Yeah, it seems like it was. Seems like he crashed going into after turn 4. It is, to be honest, quite easy to lose it there if you don't pick the right line. So unfortunately for him, that will be at least P15 and won't be able to compete in this qualifying session any longer. As Slowkey comes across the line, well, does that put him P6 between his teammate Delodder and Fake Scouser. Fake Scouser is 1/10, no, just under a 10th in front, and Delodder is just over a 10th behind. But Delodder, it seems, has set a quickest second sector. I'm pretty sure Ido has just set a very good lap, nearly matching his teammate Nivi with a 1 minute 11.557. Yeah, get a nap before the race, and just, you know, let's do very well on the race. Oh, don't know if you'd consider that blocking, but if you do, take care of you. Yeah. Oh, Delodder. Oh, Delodder. I think Delodder's just bottled it at turn 3. We'll watch from Slow Coach's camera. See him? Yep, that is Delodder. He has bottled it at turn 3 and spun out on the banked corner, unfortunately. The first banked corner of the lap. So I don't think he will be progressing any further in this qualifying session either, unless anyone behind him well, he still won't be able to compete in Q3 as he has crashed, unfortunately. But his quickest lap was a 1 minute 12.233, and he must have been P8 before that incident. Sadly for him.
Night.
Night. But unfortunately for him, he will be going in for that. As Becker does a 1 minute 10.8. Wow. That is the quickest lap we've seen so far in this qualifying session. And that is 7, nearly 8 times quicker. No, nearly 7 times quicker. Yeah, well, 7 times quicker than Nivi. That must have been an amazing lap from him. I don't know if that's usually tier 1 pace. No, I don't know. I honestly can't remember what like the best lap times are here. I suppose oh wait, yeah. Never mind. Last time we did the race here like a couple of weeks ago. And my internet cut out. But luckily, I'm pretty sure the internet issue has been fixed. That's why I'm able to stream this. So yeah, that's good. Seems like Slow Coach is unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but is not pushing. We will see who is pushing. Scenario is pushing a 50.9 after sector 2. Takes a wide line coming out of the final banked corner. Turn 14. This will put in P12 only. Over 1 minute 12.968 with nearly 2 tenths off Daz Parker. Scenario 7 is going to have to improve quite a bit within these next 4.5 minutes to see if he can get into Q3. Obviously, anyone who will be racing today will want. And yeah, I don't think anyone's on a hop. Never mind, Slow Coach is about to go for a quick one now. On soft start, 2 laps old. Let's see what he can do. Approaching turn 2 now, then the bank turn 3, where the ladder unfortunately crashed. And turn 4. Turn 5. And 6, and approaches turn 7 now. A tricky part of the track. He's nearly 4 turns quicker. Doesn't really take it fully flat out until the end of that corner. Then through turn 8. Keep it within the track limits, which is just quite hard going round. Turn 8. Turn 10 a bit wide there. Enables the DRS. Oh, and he's only a 10th quicker now. He must have lost time somewhere in that second sector, probably where he went wide. Let's see where's Locker put him. This comes around turn 13, then turn 14, the final corner of this lap. See where this puts him. With DRS enabled, this will put him. Oh, he keeps P13. You'll have to either do a quick slowdown lap or try and box and get out in time to do one more lap. And I'm pretty sure he does have time to box and get out and do one more lap. Which hopefully he does. That kid's currently on an out lap. His science is coming out for his final lap in Q2 to try and get through, obviously, as Rizzle 6 sets a lap into the 1 minute 11s and goes in front of Fake Scouser into P4 with a 1 minute 11.830. I'm pretty sure Becker is definitely safe. Nivi, more than likely safe. Edo the same. Rizzle 6. Oh, he's up by 7. Oh! Rizzle 6 into the wall! Going round turn 7, which a corner, as I said earlier, that you need to try and maximise the amount of, speed and time that you gain through there. But sometimes, unfortunately, you just lose it through there, trying to go as quick as you can and hit the wall, which is so unfortunate for him, as he was in P4 and was also up by nearly 2 tenths on that lap. Unfortunately, will not be able to get through or compete in Q3. As William FRL Fat Kid goes around nearly 4 times quicker now. around turn 10. Nive and Becco retired in the pits. As Fat Kid goes on the DRS, going round to turn 11. Goes up by 8 tenths. As he approaches the final 2 corners of the lap. Turn 13. And then the banked corner, turn 14. The stakes got retired, more than likely in the pits. The people out now will be trying their best to get through to Q3. Let's see what it's supposed to. Oh, it only puts in P13. Is he going to try and go for another lap and improve? We don't know. Just have to see how he takes these next couple of corners. Twisted Sides is 4 tenths up. So this will more than likely put him through to Q3 if he carries on like this. Let's see what he can do with turn 13. Oh, when he invalidates it! He invalidates it after coming out of turn 13. Goes onto the curbs, which would have been a brilliant lap for him. Oh no. Let's see if Slow Coach will be able to improve either. So it seems Twisted Sides. Oh no, Twisted Sides is in the gravel after turn 1. Oh no. Oh wait, Fat Kid's a 1 tenth up. Now nearly 4 tenths up. Let's see if he can get through to Q3. They're coming around turn 12. Now coming round to the final 2 corners of the lap. Turn 13 done. Now the only thing that stands in his way is turn 14. The banked corner. Takes the inside line. Puts the DRS on. Let's see where this will put him. He gets through. Takes him to 6th place. And that means he is safely through to Q3. As much with Twisted Science and Slow Coach are on very slow laps right now. Twisted Science, heartbreak for him. He was going very quick and was quite a few tenths up. I think nearly a second quicker. And just unfortunately invalidated it after turn 13. Unfortunately he won't be going through. The Slow Coach comes across the line and will be starting at least P14 as Dallas Parker does get through to the top 10, but remember he still has his 10 place grid penalty to serve, so we don't know where that will put him. So currently, so far, Becca, no, the people who are through to Q2, yeah, that's what I should have said first, but the people who are through to Q2 are Becca, Nivi, Eda, Fake Scouser, Eda, Fake Scouser, Big Lou, Fat Kid, Mystery, End Mystery, Daz Parker, Rizzle Sticks, and Delodder. And that means I'm pretty sure both Red Bulls will not be through to Q3, unfortunately for them, as Rizzle Sticks crashed, unfortunately, after going around turn 7, and Twisted Science invalidated his final lap they could have put in, unfortunately. And now Q2 is coming to an end, and it is time for the pole position shootout for the top 10 to see who can get pole position here at Zandvoort tonight. But as I said, Becco, Nivi, Ida, Fake Scouser, Big Lou, Fat Kid, and Mystery and Daz Parker are through. Big Lou and Mystery were the only people to get through on the mediums. Oh, and Slow Coach also has 5 place grid penalty too. I'm just going to check the race director quickly and just check if it actually does have it's saying now. Oh wait. I think it only counts for this session actually, unfortunately, so I can't really see the instance from Q1. But both Slow Coach and Daz Parker do have grid penalties. The Slow Coach will be moving down to P19 on the grid, unfortunately for him, after that 5 plus grid penalty. So we'll just have to see what happens now. Now we are in Q3. It's sunny for Q3, but like obviously since I am commenting, I can't really see the weather, which is unfortunate. And we should be able to see the weather really, but unfortunately we can't. So we have Des Parker, Fat Kid, Fake Scouser, Ida, and Mystery, Becca, Nivy, and Big Lou through. And Nivy is the first person to go out onto the track, the first lap, and in this Q3 session, and seems to be out on fresh softs this first lap. Obviously, we don't know how many sets of softs the drivers have left, but who knows? Like, usually, like, for when I do Q3 sessions, I usually either go out on, like, a set that I used in Q1, and then for the final off, obviously go out on a fresh set, or just do 2 fresh sets, depending on, you know, how the session goes and how qualifying goes for me. Obviously, a bank lap is a very important lap, because if you do make mistakes later on, then this is the lap that, obviously, everything will be based off of. And Nivy is warming up his tyres. He approaches the second DRS zone, and turn 11 here. Going to sector 3 now, and everyone is out for an outlap except Fat Kid and M Mystery. So we are going to watch Nivy for this lap. It seems like he's been a very quick driver today. And let's see how he does for his bank lap in Q2. Q3 I mean. Coming down into turn 1 now. Brakes just before the 50 meter board. Goes down to 4th here. Interesting choice. Goes around turn 2. Turn 3. Advanced corner. Oh, turn 4 is turn 5. Right, this is turn 5. Yeah, this is turn 5. This is then turn 6. This is turn 7. We've always done 24.7 in the first sector, which is the quickest first sector I've seen, like, out of people being in the ball with go around turn 7, which is positive for Nivy, but will they be able to keep this pace up? Going through sector 2 and 3. This is about to approach the second DRS zone after turn 10. Let's see what this second sector will bring. A 49.7 throughout this lap so far, which is a very positive time. But now, come around the final couple of corners. Turn 13, and now turn 14. The banked corner takes the inside, then goes to the outside line. DRS on, and goes P1 with a 1 minute 11.471. That's a great lap for a banker lap, I think. That's a very good lap. Now everyone's on the lap, so let's go see. Oh, Fat Kid's gone 3/10 slower with a 1 minute 11.757. Now let's see Des Parker's lap. He's just gone into the second DRS zone. 50.0 throughout the lap so far, which is a bit slower than Nivy. Oh, and Ido goes second, 2/10 slower. Oh, as Becca goes quickest, 4/10 faster, nearly 5/10 with a 1 minute 10.999, just scraping into the 1 minute 10s. But obviously that is a fantastic lap from Becca, being the first into the 1 minute 10s during this Q3 session. As everyone except Edmistry and Fake Scouts have actually set laps. So let's watch Edmistry's first lap in this session now. Comes out of turn 1. So this is turn 2, turn 3, then the bank is turn 4. My bad for any mistakes I make through this, by the way. Just like to say that. Coming towards turn 6, then turn 7. Yeah, of 24.7, which is another positive first sector for him. Around turn 8, turn 9. Can we also do a Curtis Connie? Yes. Ooh, bit wide there. Turn 10. Looks like we were running with the rears a bit there, but luckily he's still going. Now it's coming around to turn 11 with a 49.6 so far during this lap. See what I can do. Turn 12 and come around the final 2 corners of the lap, which are turn 13 and turn 14. Oh, there's a half that is slowing down. Oh no, it is Fat Kid just slowing down. Well, this put NB P2, but still 4/10 off Becca and 4 thousandths in front of Nivy. Oh no. Wait, no. 14 thousandths, yeah. In front of Nibby. And nearly 5/10 behind Becca. Becca was doing very well, and oh, he spun it! Oh. I wonder if that has caused Becca damage. Coming out of turn 9. He's going to try and get the car spun around. Oh, and Becca's been disqualified! Oh, wow. Becca could have been comfortably on pole position right now. But unfortunately for him, he's been disqualified because this game is... I don't even know. He shouldn't have been disqualified. He was just trying to get his car the right way. But he was 5/10 in front of Mystery Nearly and Mystery Nearly. Unfortunately got disqualified after spinning out his car coming out of turn 9. Oh, it's so unfortunate. Oh wow, that is unbelievable. Well, as we are watching Fake Scouser now, come round sector 3 with 2 corners to go for his first lap and 5 minutes to go of this Q3 session and the pole position shootout. What will Fake Scouser be able to do? Takes the outside line, DRS on. Across the line, P7 still. Is he going to go for another lap, or will he box and then put a new set of tyres on to try and go for one final quick lap in this Q3 session? We shall see once he comes to the end of the first sector, but he does like he is still pushing. Try and get one lap in. We'll have to see that. Ooh, it's just nearly a 10 slower what he'd done his previous lap, unfortunately. He's just over a 10th slower than Des Parker. And 3 people currently on that outlap as well. We'll watch Big Luke in this lap. See what he can do. He exits turn 1. Comes around turn 2 and turn 3. Then the bank to turn 4. He's going to go up to 4th gear. To exit this corner. Looks like he was about to lose the rear over there. But he's still going. As he approaches turn 7, which is a deadly part of this track, as we've seen throughout this qualifying session. Only 2/10 faster in sector 1. And his previous lap, bumps over a curb a tiny bit there, but he's still going. And he's still pushing. Comes around turn 10. And he's approaching the second and final DRS zone of the lap. Except the extra DRS you can get off the straight is nearly 3/10 up. Oh, goes a bit wide there. Coming out of turn 12, but come around turn 13 and turn 14. Oh, and Des Parker is in the gravel. He's in the gravel and isn't moving, but he is trying to keep going as we watch Big Lou cross the line. And fresh set of tyres, it only goes P4. But he does have time to go for another lap if he does want to. Nivy is also over a 10th quicker. Des Parker's left the session.
Morning.
Good morning. Morning. It is nearly race time. Nearly like 3 minutes left to keep raining. It's time. Nivy is only 10 quicker on this lap, but that will be enough to get pole position. Or for now. Remember that, for now.
I am awake from my nap.
As Nivy goes first with a 1 minute 11.2. So over a 10th quicker than Mystery, but Mystery hasn't come out for a second lap yet, I don't think. As you can see, it's a 0 laps, so they must be preparing to come out on a new set of tyres, but they must do it quickly because a usual lap time will take around, obviously, 1 minute 11, 1 minute 12, 13, or a bit longer to say it's a warm-up lap. We'll have to see as Fat Kid begins. Oh no, and on the first corner invalidates it, unfortunately. Big Lou cross the line is currently on a slow lap, I think. Right across the line. I thought it would have probably gone into the pits. But Ida is nearly 4 times quicker after sector 1. As Ed Mistry and Daz Packer come out for more laps. And Ida is nearly 6 times quicker. And that will put him on pole. But he has to keep it going in this final sector if he wants to try and get this. We'll have to say it seems like Nivi has... That was his final lap. As Ida comes round the final corner, the banked corner, DRS on, takes the outside line, and this will put him P1 with a 1 minute 10.8, which was even quicker than Becco's lap. Over a tenth quicker, but obviously, like, track, evolution obviously comes into play with stuff like this. That kid is now back on the lap. See what he can do here. He's out of turn 4, the right corner. He's out of turn 5, then turn 6, and he's approaching turn 7 to end the first sector. And he's just nearly a tenth quicker than his lap from before. Well, let's see what we can do with this lap. Goes on to turn 9, keeps it clean around there, takes the outside line, then goes to the inside for turn 10. DRS enabled, coming towards turn 11 as Q3 is about to finish. And fuck it is 3 tenths up, bumps over the curb. I think Fake Scouts has been very lucky to be able to get on the lap. That kid, it's obviously 3 tenths up. That would not put him on pole, but it would put him second place on this grid. Let's see where he can go with this lap. Goes P2 with a 1 minute 10.881. So very, very close. 200ths off pole. Now let's see who else we're on laps. Mistry, but Mistry is over 4 tenths up, well, no, down on that lap. But are they going to still do it anyways, even though it's going to be slower? Yes. And Mistry has to settle for at least 4th now. Or the 4th at the best, as Daz Parker unfortunately pulls into the pits. Fake Scouser now is the final person who could even challenge for pole. Well, let's see what he can do. Coming round turn 13. And now the final banked corner, turn 14. Keep it tidy. Taking the middle line. DRS in, and where will this put him? P4 with a 111.361. Meaning Ida is on pole with a 1 minute 10.860. And Fat Kid in second, just over 200ths off, over 1 minute 10.881. And Nivi in third with a 1 minute 11.289. That was very close between the top two on their final laps. But congratulations to Ida for getting pole here at Zandvoort. And now it is time for the race, and here is the grid. Well, the top 8. Ida, Fat Kid, Nivi, Fake Scouser, and Mistry, Big Lou, Daz Parker and Becco, but obviously Daz Parker will move down to pretty sure P17 or P18 because of his 10 place grid penalty I'm pretty sure he's got. And also Slow Coach's 5 place grid penalty. So now we are going on to the race here at Zandvoort. And I don't know if it's going to be raining or not, but we shall see once we go into the race. I'm currently loading in now. But there'll be quite a few different strategies here for the people outside the top 10 and also for the people inside the top 10. Obviously people prefer the different tyre compounds, like some might want to swap into mediums or hards. Depends. As we wait in here, we are in the pit lane, well, the cameras, to wait for the drivers to pick their strategies. Remember, don't ready up early, kids. But yeah, don't ready up early. Let's see. Now that there's a 30-second countdown before the start of this race. 3, 2, 1. Here we are. The start of the formation lap. Well, let's switch on all the details and stuff. Let's switch on tyres. See, people outside the top 10. So the people who've opted for the mediums are Lenny Slow Coach, Alan Brunstick, me and Moody, and Scenario, while Twisted Science, Maged, Haytham, Daz Parker and Matty J have opted for the soft compound tyres. And obviously MB and Big Lou are P5 and P6 on the mediums. Oh, he goes off there. Must be trying to warm his tyres, but then makes a mistake and goes off there. And it seems that Daz Parker will be starting P16 after that 10th place grid penalty. But it seems like he got moved up a place due to Slow Coach's penalty. Now the drivers are leading us, or Edo shall I say. There is quite a big gap between, let's see, is it Big Lou and Becca? Becca's just come around turn 10, and Big Lou's just gone around turn 12. Because it is kind of a strategy if you want to, like, you know, make your rivals line up on the grid before you, like, enter that sequence, so then they can't warm up their tyres, and then you'll have extra time to warm up your tyres. But now there's a big gap between Rizzles, Becca. Wait, who is that? Someone is behind Becca, I'm pretty sure. So here we have the predicted pit stop strategies. I think that should soft mediums or soft hards. I don't know. I'm sorry guys. Oh wait, there we are. Come on. Oh my god. Right, there we are. So here we are to begin this race. So we're gonna go here and watch the front here. And right, here we are. 3, 4, 5 red lights. It's the lights out, and away we go here. Edo seems to be getting a good start in front of that kid. And oh, who's that? V Street is already up into P3, and oh, nearly dived for P2 there. Try and get past that kid, but unfortunately, has to stay in P3. Now Nibby in P4. I'm gonna go back to positions gained. V Street is up to 3rd. Becco's gained 2 places already as well. Someone's in the wall. Someone's in the wall. Rizzle Sticks has just spun it, going around turn 4, and now he's dropping back and is now down into P12. So currently we have Edo in the lead, and oh, that's Mage trying to get around Rizzle Sticks. Oh, and Enemy Street, he's in the barriers, he's in the wall, and he hasn't retired there, but he has lost his front wing, so we'll definitely have to box and just try and nurse it back to the pit lane. And in fact, he'd got a 5-second time penalty as well. I think that was for a collision, maybe it was with Enemy Street, but we'll have to see later on in the race. That will have to be served during his first pit stop, I'm pretty sure. So here we are. Oh, someone else has spun around Delodder. Delodder has dropped back to P20 and has spun it, and so has Haytham as well, and so has Maged. I don't know if that was because of a crash or not. Fortunately, I didn't see that as I was watching people a bit far back. But now coming towards the end of oh no, never mind. That's a safety car, a virtual safety car. Now, due to either the crash or all the spinnings out that happened at turn 2. There's obviously Haytham, Rizzle Sticks, Alan Brunstick, and also Enrishi will have to come to the pits to get their wing changed and will obviously be fitted with a new set of tyres. Which sides have they decided to go on though? Rizzle Sticks and Enrishi on the softs, Alan Brunstick and Haytham on the mediums, so they've all gone for different strategies here. So, quite interesting. Oh wait, no, it's the gap. Oh yeah, might as well put the gaps on. Right, position changes, so Becca got 5 places already. Into P2 on lap 1 from all the incidents and carnage that happened. Nibby has kept P3. Six Scouts has kept P4. Big Lou's moved up 1 place to P5. Scenario up 5 places from 11 up to P6. That kid has lost 5 places and has a 5-second time penalty, I'm pretty sure. Yep, he does. And is now P7. Fortunately. Oh! A couple of people. Oh no! We're underway again, it seems. And Alan Brunsick got a drive-through penalty, which if he doesn't serve. Oh! If I can just hit the back of Scenario, and that will more than likely mean he did get wing damage. Because no, in this game you can get wing damage very easily, and it is quite visible here. A bit because, you know, it's taking corners a little wider. Might lose another place to Lineon here. Oh no, someone has spun it. That's Enmistry again. Oh, the race has just not gone to plan so far for Enmistry. He's down in P18. Alan Brunsick pits probably to serve his drive-through penalty. And gets another 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. The people at the back of the race has just not gone well so far. Rizzo6 is trying to gain, obviously, on the people in front. And he is currently... sure. Right. Yeah. Oh no, Rizzo6? Oh no, Rizzo6. So like you're saying he was making gains, but he spun and crashed at the same place I did in qualifying, and that is Mean Moody off at turn 12 and into the wall as Ida decides to box for the hard compound tyres this early and during a virtual safety car. Wow. I wonder if he's going to be able to take this to the end of the race, or is he going to be able to hope for another safety car towards the end of the race. And that means the top 10, everyone in the top 10 has gained positions. And most of the people inside the top 10, it seems, did not actually start in the top 10. That's Parker didn't, Matty G didn't, Twisted Science didn't, Slow Coach didn't, Leon didn't, Scenario didn't. So now, Ido's down in P12 and will have a lot of people in front to overtake after this virtual safety car to try and get in front and try and hopefully try and win this race again. So now, currently, during this virtual safety car, so Becker is leading and he's gained 6 places since the start of the race, which is brilliant. Navy has gone up by 1 place after his teammate Ida pitting. Now what's happened to Ida? Oh, Ida must have spun it or something, because he's just dropped 1 place, but now we are underway again. As we approach lap 5, Becco leads, Nibby second, Fake Scouser third. As Fake Scouser tries to go for the overtake on Nibby, it did not work. As Lineon goes into the pits, 5-second time Lineon and Twisted Science. Quite a couple of people who have gone into pit and have got 5-second time penalties so far. Probably the majority of people have boxed, I think, I don't know. But I think 3 or 4 people have. Then we have Big Lou P4, Scenario P5. Oh, someone has spun it. Oh, that's Slokey in the wall. I'm pretty sure that he has no front wing. Oh, no, he doesn't. He'll be dropping places like mad here. And is unfortunately now down in P13 and will be overtaken by Twisted Science. Probably. As he has to slow down as with no front wing. It is mental. In fact, people try and gain as well. So then we have Big Lou in 4th. Scenario P5. That's Parker P6 who's gained 10 places. After that 10 place grid penalty. Just gained it all back. Oh no. There's an Alfa Romeo off. That's Mean Moody at turn 4. The back corner is, and it will probably get lapped by Becco already after that spin, unfortunately. Right, so we have Becco leading, Nivy second, Fake Scouser third, Big Lou 4th, Scenario 5th, that's Parker 6th, Matty G 7th, Slow Coach 8th, Deloda 9th, and Mage 10th. Oh, Ido's, oh no. Ida was leading, he had pole position, and he's unfortunately must have spun it around the banked turns, the banked final corner actually, and has had to come into the pits again after hitting the hard tyres. And to be honest, I don't really like the hard tyres around the track because obviously the hard tyres have the least amount of grip, and you need grip for those banked corners. So unfortunately for him, his race is ruined. But who knows? Fat Kid has got another 5 second penalty, a 10-second penalty for Mean Moody for corner cutting. What happened there? Oh no, spun off again. And has more than likely been lapped? Yes, he has, unfortunately. So Mean Moody is the first person to be lapped, and Fat Kid, who was in second at the start of the race, has dropped 16 places and has probably been lapped now. I'm pretty sure he is about to be lapped by Nivi. Oh wow. The top two in this race, who began first and second, have not had the best start in these first 6 laps. Mean Moody has retired in the pits after being lapped, it seems. I think it's in the pits. Virtual safety car again. Who has won it this time? Don't know. Is Mean Moody retired on track? Because it feels like he didn't box. So I don't know, it didn't seem like he boxed to retire when he retired on track, but I'm guessing we'll find out in reports later on or something. But so the top 10 is still basically the same, yeah, now. With, let's see which penalties these people have. So Lineon and Twisted Size have 5 seconds, so does Slogan, Alan Brusick and FRL Fat Kid. And Haytham and Delota both got drive-through penalties for speeding under the virtual safety car. It just doesn't tell me when it's about to go again, or when a safety car comes out and stuff. It just sucks. But here we have Lineon and Twisted Size battling on. Fat Kid's gotten 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. This race for Edo, and Fat Kid's retired in the pits. Oh wow. The race for the top 2, who were the top 2 at the beginning of this race, has gone very bad so far. Edo boxed for the hards to see if it would work under the virtual safety car. Then he spun and hit the wall and then got front wing damage. The entire front wing came off, so he had to box again. And Fat Kid, it just hasn't gone well for him either. He's had to box multiple times, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Oh no, Slow Coach has boxed. Oh no, wait, no. Oh wow. Slow Coach has binned it and spun at turn 7. After turn 7, just after turn 7. Oh, we're seeing a lot of people spin there. Or shall I say, a few people so far have spun there and crashed there. Rizzlesticks being another example of someone who has spun it there. Oh, that is so unfortunate for Slow Coach. He gained a lot of places on these first 8 laps. And so this is a full safety car this time. So I don't know if the people who are being lapped will be able to catch up. But oh no. So 3 people need to serve the penalties: Twisted Science, Slokey and Alan Brunstick. But this just has not gone well so far for some of the people who started at the front and some people who had improved a lot. Oh, unbelievable for them. Very unfortunate, and it's just been a terrible race for them. It is quite a dangerous track, Zandvoort. So track you have to take quite a lot of risks to, get perfect lap times and catch up to your rivals. Obviously, risks on strategy as well. But it seems like everyone has pit now. Yep, everyone has boxed except Slokey. And no, everyone's pit actually. No, never mind. Oh no, Slokey's not boxed. And Al Brunstick as well. Those are the only 2 people who haven't boxed in this race. Oh wait, no, they have boxed. Slokey. Yeah, I think Slokey's boxed, right? Yeah, Slokey's boxed already. and also Alan Brunswick has as well. I'm pretty sure, yeah, one stop for both of them. So they decided to stay out. I'm guessing Slocky's going to try and keep on these tops for as long as he can. Then maybe go for a set of mediums towards the end, which does seem like quite a smart strategy. So during the safety car, Becker leads, Fake Scouts second, Big Lou third, Scenario 7 fourth, Nivy P5, Does Parker P6, Matty G P7, Mage P8, Twisted Science P9, Leon P10, Slowky P11, and Mystery P12, on Brunswick P13, Dolado P14, Ida P15, and Hatham in 16th place. And so far, after 9 laps of racing, we have lost Slow Coach, Fat Kid, Mean Moody, and Rizzle Sticks. Scenario has boxed, it seems. I don't know why he's boxed. Onto the mediums. The top 10 have gone for a couple of different tyre strategies. Becco and Big Lou and Leon are also on the hards, and with the ladder down in P14. Then Fake Scouser, Nibby, Des Parker, Matty G, Maged, Scenario, Mystery, Ada actually have gone on to the mediums. Obviously Hatham and Alan Brunswick have stayed on them. And Twisted Science and Sluggy have gone for the softs, or Sluggy's already boxed before the safety car. So it seems like the people who benefited so far during this race, Matty G, after spinning in qualifying a couple of times, has made up places and is up into P6 in this race. Let's see what he can do for the rest of this race from this position. And Daz Parker as well has gained 11 places, own safety cars in his lap, so all the drivers will have to try and warm their tyres up to the best they can to make sure that they are as warm as they can be before the safety car restart, so they can get a better restart than their opponents and try and gain things out of this. So we shall watch here as people. Oh! Becco just over-sent it there, trying to heat up his tyres. Wish it would have heated up his tyres a bit more. We come round the final corner, and it is now a green flag. I think, yep, it's a green flag, and this race is going again. Oh! Someone, Scenario 7, who boxed, is off as well. I'm pretty sure someone else was off as well. No, Edo's made up a couple places as well. Oh, and Lineon as well. Both have probably spun it, or even been spun or hit into it. And so is a Mystery as well. This race is not going well for him either. But Becco still leads, Fix Scouse is second, Big Lou still third. Let's see how the drivers can take this corner. And Matty G is on the rears, on the gearbox of Daz Parker. Very close behind. See if he tries to get this move done before the start of lap 12. Is he going to put overtake on? It seems like he might have done. Like on these laps, you might as well use ERS as a stand-in for DRS to try and obviously, you know, well, you want to try and catch up. Oh, someone's in the wall. Big Lou has had a big crash going around turn 14, and that's another full safety car. Oh, and he was running P3 as well, but has spun it at the banking of turn 14. That's unfortunately out of this race. He's running P3 as well, and that moves Nivy back up into a starting position, P3, and Ida is back into the top 10. Now, he has a penalty. Let's see. Oh, it was 5 seconds as well. Might have been for spinning the pit lane. So Slowky, Alan Brunswick and Ida all have 5-second time penalties that they will either need to serve like in the next pit stop or before the end of the race. I mean, no. They'll either have to use it or do it before the end of this race by pitting again, or they'll just get it added to their finishing time at the end of the race. But this does help Street and Scenario here. As Scenario goes on to the softs. No. Either Street, Scenario and Leon have all had at least 3 stops. Oh, Leon's gone for the hards. He's going to try and take that the rest of the way here. And Mystery is also but yeah, obviously he boxed a couple laps ago after his fortunate accident. Oh, and Haytham and Alan Brunson have decided to box, which is a good idea as their mediums are 10 laps old. And obviously it's not ideal to be running on these mediums for as long as possible. Serves this 5 second time penalty as Alan Brunson fitted with the softs. I think he will definitely have to make at least one more pit stop during this race. And that means Haytham comes out in front of him. Twist of Science has overtaken Maged. I wonder what happened there. Because you definitely can't overtake on a safety car. Unless it's just the game glitches as usual. Because usually, you know, the source of safety car incidents in this game, which really needs to be fixed. So yeah, we're currently Becca leading, Fake Scouse the second, and Nivy third, which stayed the same for quite a long time. Dos Park has now gained 12 places since the start of this, and Massey G 13 places, and they have boxed as well, so they are quite secure on Twisted Science in P6, Mish P7, Slowkey P8, Edo has now been to P9, and Deloda rounds out the top 10 at the end of lap 13. As the drivers are trying to warm up their tyres, even though the safety car has not gone in yet, they obviously want to warm it up as much as they can to try and obviously have the best temperature they can before the race restarts again. 5 people have now retired from this race, unfortunately. Big Blue, who was running P3, Slow Coach, who was in the top 10 and had gained quite a lot from the opening lap carnage, and then Fat Kid, who started P2 on the grid. That was very unfortunate for him. Me and Moody, and then Rizzle6, who spun and crashed at the same place where he spun and crashed in qualifying, which meant he couldn't participate in Q3 when he was going very quick and was in the top 10. So let's see what happens when the race restarts again. Slowkey has decided to stay out on 7 lap softs. 7 lap old softs. Which is quite interesting. To say softs, obviously, they won't be able to go as long as the mediums and the hards. And soon those tyres will start to wear off, and the people on the soft and the hards, no, the mediums and the hards will obviously be able to gain more time than him. But he must know what he's doing. Must have a good strategy in mind, which is obviously good. You need a good strategy if you're going to try and win a race. And he's on for P8 at the moment, but still has a 5 second time penalty to do in the pits, or get added on if he doesn't box, but he will definitely more than likely have to box. So the safety car is staying out for another lap, but I assume that it will come in this lap as the Mercedes of Lineon will have caught up, and it has caught up now. So we are, I don't even think we're halfway through this race yet. We are. We're on lap 15 and we've had, I think, 2 virtual safety cars and 2 full safety cars. And I think there will be at least one more full safety car. But for the people who are on the mediums and the hards, they will be hoping, Scenario on Lineon. I wonder if Lineon lost a bit of front wing there. It would be very unfortunate. But for the people on medium and the hards, as I said before, I was about to say before, they will be hoping for a safety car within the last 10 laps of the race. then they can box the softs and just push towards the end. Which is always what you're hoping if you're on the mediums, you know, mid-race. The safety car is in this lap now. Then. So Becker, after being disqualified from qualifying for no fault of his own after spinning, going out of turn 9, and trying to get it back on the track, is currently in P1 and will be restarting at the front after the safety car. With Felix Charles close to trying to follow him behind him to try and gain an advantage on him. As you can see here, Becker decided to wait a bit to try and catch Felix Scouser up, but Felix Scouser is already on the charge and is about to go for an overtake on the lead from Becker going to turn 1. Is he going to be able to keep that? No, Becker, Felix Scouser takes the inside line and seems like it doesn't get as good as an exit as Becker, but gets the place anyways, and Felix Scouser is now the leader of this race, but no, he makes a mistake and Becker takes the lead of this race. Wow. Oh no! Matty G! He spun it! And now he's down in 15th place. He was P6, I'm pretty sure. And P6, oh no, he was P5. And unfortunately, he's spun it. And Lineon and Scenario have either collided or both spun it at turn 7. So they are right at the back as well. It's not for the people at the back again. It's just not been a good race for them. When else Scenario had a bit of a collision under the safety car, a tiny collision, but Becker is carrying the lead of this race. It's on the hards as well, compared to Fixed Cars on the mediums, and Fixed Cars is now using overtake to try and gain on Becker. The gap is currently under 4/10. It seems like Fixed Cars carries more speed out of the corners. They must have gone for like a higher downforce cell, as Nivi is just over 1.1 seconds behind Thick Scouser. And Master G's had to go into pit lane as well and got a 5-second time penalty. Oh wow. It's very unfortunate for him. Becker keeps the lead going by nearly a second already, which is obviously good for him, as then Fixcastle will be out of the DRS. And now Nivi, the gap between Fixcastle and Nivi is changing throughout the corners and throughout the corner itself, because obviously one driver will be quicker at a certain part of the corner or corners, and then obviously they'll be just trying to improve places where they're making mistakes and losing time to the car in front and the car behind. And Fitzgerald is now outside of Becker's DRS. Unfortunately, will be under attack from Nivi in 3rd place. Oh, there's another yellow flag. It seems like someone else has spun it. Alan Brunstick has spun it. Unfortunately, has spun it at the banking. So many people have spun it at the banking this race, and it is not really a surprise, as it is very, very hard part of the track. And you've just got to try and hope for the best going around there, really. You just don't know when you're going to lose it on that. In my opinion, taking the inside line is the best way to do it. But obviously everyone has different ways of taking different corners. And also another place where a lot of people have been spinning is turn 7, which is no surprise either, as that is also, like, that is probably the most difficult part of the track. There's still over a second gap between Fitzgerald and Nivi, and 1.5 seconds gap. Now, someone has, it seems. Who is it? Oh, Haytham's in the gravel again. The same place, I'm pretty sure, from where they crashed earlier. Oh no. Someone has also boxed. Sloky has boxed for he was boxing for the. Oh wait, no, he's serving a 5-second time penalty. So now it's boxed for the mediums, and they hopefully should be able to go 17 laps at this track. As I think tyre degradation here isn't as bad as a track, let's say, for example, France, where the tyre degradation is not, well, it's very, very high. But, oh, it's just crossed the white line, I'm pretty sure, but it doesn't really matter. But now he's behind Linion, who is on the hards, so he does have the tyre advantage. Oh, and Mage is going slowly. And there was a yellow flag there, so they must have made a mistake. Oh, spun it there. Went out of turn 8 or turn 9. But they are still keeping P6. But will they have to box for because of front wing damage? We'll have to see at the end of this lap. As we approach lap 20 now. I think, yep, lap 20, Beko leads. Nivi second, Daz Parker third. Oh, wait. Big Scouser. Has he boxed? He just boxed? How did I not? Oh yeah, he's just boxed. How did I not notice that? It's down in P13. He was second. Unfortunately, now it's down in P13. I'm not sure if he made a mistake or not, which led him to box. But it probably is a good idea to box, because now he'll be on these mediums hopefully till the end of the race, which should benefit him if there isn't another safety car. Well, because we'll probably want another safety car at this point, because he will need to catch up. But in the FRL point system, I'm pretty sure at this point everyone will be scoring points. As in FRL, the top 15 score points instead of the top 10. As points, the point system is different compared to other leagues and, you know, Formula 1 in real life, because different leagues do different point systems. Some decide to have lower points, such as PSGL. Then there's some that do higher points, such as FRL. Then there's some leagues who decide to, you know, keep the points the same as F1. But it just depends what league you join. You'll have different point systems. Becker now nearly has a 4-second gap to Nivi, who is on the mediums. Let's check the tyres. So Becker really is in the best situation here, because Nivi and Daz Parker have been on these mediums for 11 laps, and Twisted Science is closing in on Daz Parker with the soft. Oh, that's a Mercedes off. Oh, that's Linion again. I'm pretty sure he spun there earlier as well, but luckily it hasn't lost any positions from that. Luckily for him. But that means the gap between him and Slocky has just gotten even bigger. So the gap between P1 and P2 now is over 4 seconds, which is quite insane, as Becker isn't really on the quicker tyres. Kind of does. Oh! So now he tried to overtake his teammate Alan Brunstick going up around turn 3, but has spun it and it's into the wall, but doesn't seem to have lost much front wing or any at all. But we'll have to see. I don't know what damage it's on, because it really just depends what damage it's on. If it's on regular, more likely that he either only lost a tiny bit, which is still bad to fix this game. And then also, oh wait, hold on. Linion seems to have also just spun it again, and has lost the place to fake Scouser. But if I had to talk about tyre situation right now, honestly, probably Becker is in the worst, not in the worst, best place. Probably worst place, Twisted Science, I think. But I don't think he'll lose many places. Let's just check the gaps to the leader here. Right, so Twisted Science got 7. This gap, let's say the pit stop, so it says 20 seconds. He'll go down to P9. But he will have to pit again for more than likely mediums at this point. But I think his main priority now is getting past Daz Parker on these mediums, who is on the mediums. Which are the people on the mediums now will be hoping for the safety car, because honestly, this Science Mill made a little bit of a mistake there. Or not really a mistake, it's just the curbs. And here we are, as I said, Twisted Science has boxed. It's boxed on lap 23, going into lap 23 of this race, and which I will think for mediums, and I was correct. We'll probably a fresh set of mediums And where will this put him though? Will I be right with my P9 prediction? Oh, wait, never mind. He might come out in P8. As Haytham is coming down the straight now. It's going to be very close between the two. The Red Bull and the AlphaTauri. It seems it's going to be very close coming out of the pits. It seems Twisted Science just gets the advantage. And it looks like Haytham used all of his ERS to try and get in front of Twisted Science as he's coming out of the pit lane. So now Twisted Science is in a good place for tyres. And I'm guessing now he just wants to hope that there's not a bit of a safety car. And then obviously people might have to box the softs later on. Because I'm not sure about tyre deg, or what percentage people will be on at this track. So we'll just have to see how obviously the rest of the race plays out in terms of tyres, and if people decide to make a move and box. Oh, what's on to Lineon? Lineon's in the gravel at turn 7. A lot of people have spun it at turn 7, and as I said, I'm not surprised. Scenario 7's been on these softs for 10 laps. I'm pretty sure that he could go on to another set of softs, if I'm correct. Just depends how many sets actually use. Let's check how many times he stopped. He stopped 4 times. It's possible that he might have used up all his sets of softs, and they may not be in a position to be used again. This might be a bit he might have too much of a high percentage, but if he was to box down, he would definitely be lapped by the likes of Becker, Nivi and Des Parker, and probably Edo as well. Now Edo is P4 and he's the closest to podium here. To the podium. Trailing Des Parker by a second here. Just over a second. But remember, he also has that 5-second time penalty that he hasn't served yet. And Massey also has one. Twisted Science, P8 on the mediums. He's already back up into P8 after boxing, and has just set the quickest lap of the race with a 1 minute 13.449, which is great, as that means he'll get 1 extra point unless someone else sets the quickest lap, and that may happen if someone decides to box at some point. But who knows if people decide to box or not. Towards the end, I feel like the medium runners might just box, because obviously Delorda and Becker being on the hards, their tyres will be starting to get into the rhythm, or they're already in the rhythm, but they're already, they're in a good place, and they just want to try and keep this lead as long as they can. Well, Becker does. Delorda needs to make up the places. But as you can see, his mediums, 16 laps. I don't know if they'll actually be able to go to the end. 26 laps on mediums. I'm not too sure if they'll go to the end. They might do, but I don't know. Oh, Delorda has boxed though. He's on the hards. He has decided to pit for the softs, which could be a good decision as we enter the final stage of this race, the final 10 laps. And is maybe about to be overtaken by his teammate Sloki, and he has. Obviously now he'll be on the quicker tyres for these last 10 laps of the race. And Delorda, 5-second time penalty for crossing the pit lane exit, the white line. Oh wow. These softs might have played into his hands and still could do, but after that is very unfortunate. If you're in, let's say, Becker's position right now, you obviously want to keep this lead the race. And Nivi as well, and obviously and Daz Parker. Oh wait, oh wow. And it was about to go into the pits there. But Daz Parker and Mage have decided to box. So I'm guessing for the softs. I'm not surprised. if they did. It's just signs he's coming across the line now. Will he get out in front? Yes, he will. He's in front of Daz Parker and Maged after they box. Twist signs. These will definitely go to the end, but unfortunately Daz Parker and Maged will be on the quicker tyres up until the end, because obviously they are on softs and Twist signs is on 3 lap-old mediums. But obviously Daz Parker and Mage need to get their tyres into the oh scenario. 3-second time penalty for multiple ones, and then DNF. Oh wow. Now there's a full safety car, which is unfortunate for Daz Parker and Mage, because they have just boxed for softs. And for Delorda too. Nobody can predict a safety car though, unfortunately, as Becco comes into the pits. I'm guessing Nivi will follow him, and Edo too. McLaren are gonna have to pull. We're gonna have to pull a double stop here. Oh no, but this is gonna be delaying Edo here. Unfortunately. But obviously Edo has that 5-second time penalty that he needed to serve. And a bit more, also dropping down a lot of places. Oh no, Daz Parker and Mage have actually been able to catch up to these guys. And Daz Parker just gets out in front of Mystery, who comes out of the pit lane. And that puts him back up into P4, which is very good for him. And the top 10 has swapped round quite a bit here. Maybe this safety car did play into the hands of Daz Parker and Mage, and possibly a Mystery too. Like, Twist of Science may be vulnerable here, because obviously he is on the mediums and has not boxed for softs, unfortunately. And everyone around him, except, oh no, Master G is boxing, and Slowkey, the other Alpine, gets a 5-second time penalty for crossing the pit lane exit, crossing the white line. Fortunately, that's both Alpines. They're the only people with 5-second time penalties right now. It's not really good having a safety car in these final laps of the race, these final 8 laps, because they might not be able to stretch the gap that they need to get out of the person behind them of that 5 seconds, unfortunately. But everyone is on new tyres. Is Lineon gonna be able to get out of the pit lane though before? Let's check. Let's see where he is. Right, he is coming out now. But I don't think he's gonna get out in front. Is he? Oh, very close, but no. No. Very unfortunate for Lineon. Oh, but no, he's gonna go through the safety car. And that means he will be able to unlap himself and hopefully catch up to the pack before the safety car goes back in and we have these final laps of racing. I just like to point out, if there is an incident, like in the last 5 laps, or like after the lap after safety cars come in as well, there probably will not be another safety car, because it just seems like in races, like a lap after a safety car's gone in and the restart's begun, if there's an incident, it just won't come out. Or if, let's say on lap 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, there will be a safety car. I don't know why, it's just like the final 5 laps, the game just never bothers to bring out a safety car. But as we are on lap 29 now, with after this there will be 7 laps to go until the end of this Grand Prix at Zandvoort, and it has been a very dramatic, exciting race so far, with a lot to cover, with now 6 people out of the race, scenario being the person who was the latest to retire, and the safety car is in this lap, so that means unfortunately Lineon will not be able to catch up before the safety car restart. And now, as you can see, everyone is swerving to try and warm up their tyres as Becco comes round the final corner now to start lap 30, and Nivi is trying to get the best of Becker. And is he close enough to get an overtake off after this safety car restart? No, he's not. But that is enemy street. Oh no. Yep, enemy street is going to probably try and go for an overtake on Twisted Science, try and clear him as quick as he can, so then he can pursue the people in front. He tries to go deep down the inside there, going into turn 4, and just stays behind as Twisted Science hangs onto that P3 for now. As we've nearly finished the first section of the first lap after like the third safety car restart of this race. Image is right behind him as well. Oh wait, someone's gone off. Haytham's gone off into the gravel at turn 7, but still Linnon will not be able to catch up, unfortunately, as Linnon is 32 seconds behind Haytham, and Haytham is 10 seconds behind TND Master G. Twisted Science now is just trying to keep within the 1 second of Nivi, which cannot. No, I bet on who I think it's. Oh, and it's Matthew G. He spun it again. Oh no, that means his gap between him and the people in front will have grown by quite a lot. And it seems Twisted Science has been overtaken by Enmistry, and Enmistry will be glad to get the overtake done, so that means he can chase down Nivi and then chase down Becker, as Matthew has had to box and Haytham has stayed out in this race. Seems like something may have happened to Slokey as well, because he is very far behind now, as he was in front of his teammate, I'm pretty sure, Delorda, and now Alan Brunstick is in front of him as well. And Alan Brunstick chases down Delorda as well. But let's go back to the front, as Becker stretches his lead to two seconds, with Enmation just over a second behind. Twisted Science 7 tenths behind, and now Daz Parker and Mage will also want to get these overtakes done, and so will Edo as well, try and gain back the places that he has lost from that 5-second time penalty, and also from what happened at the beginning of the race as well. And Becker's come around the final corner. Dimitri just nearly a second behind Nivi, and Daz Parker is closing in on Twisted Science, who stayed out on the mediums during the final safety car, or the last safety car that happened. Then we have Mage in 6th, Ida, who has softs on that are 2 laps older than the ones that Mage and Daz Parker have on. And then Fake Scouts just behind Ida, will be trying everything to try and get past him. And since his softs are older, Ida will have a disadvantage compared to Fake Scouter. And Alan Brusick is 3 seconds behind that pack, and this will probably turn out to be a DRS stream. Daz Pack will obviously try to go, and DRS is now enabled. I didn't recognise that, but it is. But Twist Science will be getting the DRS from Enmistry as well, and that will close up the pack a bit, as Twisted Science is just trying to keep Enmistry. He must have made some kind of mistake or something, as Twisted Science is still within that 1 second, even on these 8-lap old mediums. And Dazpack is trying everything here, and got the fastest third sector out of anyone on this track right now, and he's just trying everything he can to get past Twisted Science, who's on these mediums, and they're a lot older than his softs as well. And if you can look on the full track map as well, look at how bunched up, like, let's say P4 to... No, you can really say P2 to P8 are quite close together. And Ida is also trying to get past Mage, while Fake Scouts is trying to get past Ida. But they don't have many laps to overtake each other. And that means Mystery doesn't have many laps to overtake Nivi. And now is over a second behind. As Twisted is over a second behind and Mystery also, but he'll still get the DRS. Actually, no, he won't. Never mind. That will mean probably on the strip, Daz Parker will get his best chance if the gap stays over 1 second between Mystery and Twisted Science to overtake Twisted Science and claim 4th place, as we are about to enter the last few laps of this race. And we have Mage following close behind as well. But what is key to try and get past Twisted Science, I would say, is that just to try and get America out of the final corner, then Twisted Science, even though he is on all the mediums, he is just putting up the fight here. So looking here, Daz Parker, 11 places. He has gained. Becca is now nearly 3 seconds in front of Nivi. And then Enmushi following behind. Twisted Science in 4th. Daz Parker 5th. Mage 6th. Edo in P7. Fix Galster P8. Alan Brunswick P9, who's gained 11 spots as well. Delorda P10 with a 5-second time penalty. Slowkey P11, who's 11 seconds behind Delorda, who also has a 5-second time penalty. Here from P12, who's right behind Slowkey, but Slowkey seems to be going very slow here. Then Lineon, who's in P13, and Matthew, who's in P14, who will be trying to get past Lineon on these final couple of laps of racing here. And oh, what's happened here? Here from a spun around again. Who's right behind Slowkey there, and may have had the overtake done. But oh, something else has happened here. Alan Brunswick has spun it going around turn 13, and he more than likely catch the curb. I'm not too sure what did happen, but if I had to say, it was he probably caught the curb, just the curb that if you do catch too much of it, it's over. But then let's have a look at the back at the front. Nivi now 5 tenths between him and Enmistry. Oh wait, Enmistry got past Nivi. How did I not notice that? But yes, Enmistry is now into second place. He has done what he has needed to do this entire race. And Master G is up into P13, as you can see down there. And now Nivi is just trying everything to keep with Enmistry, get his DRS, and try and gain back that position. But it seems like his tyres in a worse state than Enmistry's. But never mind, he is still within the 1 second gap. If he can keep within that until the DRS line, then he might still be able to catch up. As Becco has come around the final corner to begin the final lap of this race. That has been very exciting so far, and the final lap could still prove to have a lot more drama and exciting things happen. Because, as you can see, look at the gap between Nivi, Twisted Science, Daz Parker and Mage. Becco has this under control so far, but there is another. Oh, and that is Lineon off. He's spun off, and Nivi will want to. He is not in the DRS zone anymore of Enmistry, unfortunately, but that will give Twisted Science, Daz Parker, Mage, Edo, and also Fake Scouser a chance at trying to gain place on this final lap, as these drivers will be trying everything they can to gain places on this lap, because if they don't, then they'll be remaining in places. And Fake Scouser did go a bit deep there, coming out of turn 8, or turn 9. Yeah, it was turn 9. And this has just been a DRS train in these final couple of laps. It's just Twisted Science cannot get past Nivi, and that is someone else off, and it seems like Hatham was off. Once again, and coming around the final corner now, Becco comes around to win here at Zandvoort, controlled the race, and Enmistry comes home for second, Nivi third, Twisted Science fourth, Daz Parker P5, Mage P6, Edo P7, Fake Scouser 8th, Delorda 9th, Slowkey rounds out the top 10. Becco controlled that race after being disqualified in qualifying for something that wasn't his fault, to winning the race and controlling it. After lap 1, he gained so many places and just controlled the race from there. That was a great race from him, and this battle in the middle, that was also really great to see, as it was just great racing from these guys. And yeah, look at the gap. The racing was very close. The gap between Daz Parker and Twisted Science, 5 hundredths of a second. Oh wow, Twisted Science getting P4, keeping those mediums in check for those final couple of laps. It's great. Daz Parker, driver of the day, getting so many places throughout that race, after getting that 10th place grid penalty as well. And here is the podium. Here.
Had the pace there, just unlucky.
Yeah, you had the pace on us with that. After all that kind, you've gone up a lot, and you did gain a lot and did well. Just unlucky that you spun, but you would have done a lot better if it weren't for that spin. Still a good race though.
Fastest lap was only 3/10 slower
Oh
than the
wow.
fastest lap of the race.
So here we have the race results. Becca in P1, Mistry P2, and Nibby P3.
I'm happy with my pace.
That's good. Then we have Twisted Science P4,
Combs
Dust
hyphen
Parker.
thanks.
You're welcome. P4, Twisted Science, Dust Parker P5, Maged P6, Edo P7, Fake Scouser P8, The Lodder P9, Slurky P10, Haytham P11, Alan Brustic P12, Master G P13, Lineon P14, The People Who Retired Worst, Scenario, Big Lou, Slow Coach, FRL Fat Kid, Mean, Moody, and Rizzle Sticks. So that is it for today's commentary. Hope you guys have enjoyed this.
Fastest lap of the race.
Oh wow! Imagine if you got fastest lap. That would have been great. But that was brilliant. That was a great race, good racing, but just very controlled by Becca. So I think that's who my driver today is going to go to, because he just controlled the race so much, and that was very good from him. So I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary, and I don't know if I'll be commenting it next week. I don't know, I might do, depends, who knows. Anyways, hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.